Service to humanity is a service to God. Provision of infrastructural development that has direct impact on lives of the common man is the backbone of Governor Zulum's lead administration transformation drive. The present administration is leaving no stone unturned in providing necessary infrastructure such as road and drainage networks, housing, hospitals, schools, reconstruction and resettlement of internally displaced communities, as well as numerous empowerment programs to fast-track economic growth and development, as enshrined in the 25-year development plan and 10-year strategic policy of the Zulum's administration. One of the key ministries that plays a pivotal role in accelerating development is the Ministry of Works and Housing. It is against this background the Borno State in this year's budget has allocated the sum of 45,445,019,000 to spearhead Governor Zulum's urban renewal drive aimed at solving city congestion problems, addressing housing deficits, boosting job creation for the economic growth. The ministry in the year under review has carried out various projects cut across the state, notably the construction of road and drainage networks, flyover bridges, housing, as well as renovation and expansion of the existing roads across the state. Engineer Mustafa Gabio is the Commissioner for Works and Housing, shed more light on the completed and ongoing project in the state.
We have a lot of projects which are ongoing, and some of them are completely ready for commissioning. As you know, government is over the years investing heavily on massive investment on infrastructure for urban renewal. And as I told you, that some of the projects are ready for completion. Projects like the flyover is ready for commissioning. We have also the housing units which are also ready for commissioning. We have a lot of roads spread across the state. We have Simari, 11 roads, different roads, which is about 5.1 kilometers. We have also in Polo, which is about 1.7 kilometers. We have in Umarari, about 5 kilometers. Some of these roads are already completed, some of them are ongoing, and some of them are already on completion stage.
Said we have a lot of projects or ongoing projects here in the ministry. To mention a few are, the flyover bridge at the Borno Express is almost completed, is 100% completed, awaiting commissioning. We have dualization of 3 selected roads within Maiduguri Metropolitan. The new ones are the construction of flyover bridge at Western Roundabout, which you've seen is ongoing. What you call it, piling work has started, and construction of ramps is also ongoing. The other project is that of the trailer park. The trailer park is being executed through direct labor, and we have production of load and non-load bearing interlocking blocks that will be used at the State University Teaching Hospital. So, in fact, we've been executing these projects, some through direct labor and some through contract. The contracts are being supervised by the engineers from the ministry, and to check the the contractors again, we have attached consultants who will be advising us on the way to go with the project.
Borno Express Interchange Flyover Bridge is one of the legacy projects executed by Governor Zulum's lead administration. The flyover bridge construction, which was awarded in April last year, has been completed and ready for commissioning, while the construction of third flyover at Western Roundabout has already made a remarkable progress.
The third flyover is already on course. It has just been awarded about 2 months ago. Work has already begun on site. They have done all in technical and engineering tests. They have already started the retention wall, and the file is just yet to be begin. And inshallah, between now and 2 or 3 weeks, they will start the major work, which is the abutment and the filing. So it's already on course.
The two multi-billion naira gigantic flyover bridges will further decongest the traffic gridlock in the state capital and increase infrastructural development for the economic growth. Engineer Korisha Tima is the principal resident engineer in charge of the project, who is also a special advisor to the governor on works. Speaks further on project scope, process and level of progress so far.
It's a one-year project, and I'm sure he has started funding it very well by giving 50% upfront. It's a very great thing he has done, because the contractors have no reason why work should not commence. He flagged up on Saturday. We started work on Sunday, and we've not stopped up to this moment because he has funded the projects well. You know, if you don't pay the contractors, even if it's direct labor, you don't fund it, it will never be successful. You know, it will hang. We look at other states and we see that their projects, so many uncompleted projects. Once the government is not funding this project, it can never take place. And one thing he likes about these projects is that he wants quality first. We talk about 1 year, but we put into perception quality. Quality is number one. Number two, funding. If he doesn't fund it, it doesn't even move. But he keeps pounding on the fact that it should be of good quality. It should be of good quality. So engineers, there are teams of engineers. He has introduced consultants and a third eye. So we always have on these projects on roads and drainages and bridges, we have both the consultants, we have the clients, the owners of the project, and we have consultants and contractors.
Increase in housing deficit as a result of growing population is a source of concern to any serious government. It is for this reason that Borno State Government, through the Ministry of Works, invested huge resources in providing decent and affordable housing to its citizenry. 500 housing estates along Maiduguri-Kano Road is of the gigantic housing project executed by ZULUM's lead administration. The housing estate comprises of 400 units of 2-bedroom and 100 one-bedroom flats, school, shopping complex, fire service station, central mosques, as well as 3 community mosques. Accordingly, the project is 100% completed and ready for commissioning. Metro Housing Estate is the second largest housing project in the year under review. The housing estate comprises of 12-story buildings with 72 units of 3-bedroom flats, road network, water facilities, and security lights.
As far as housing is concerned, we have the rural housing and then urban housing. The Ministry of Works is saddled with the responsibility of constructing urban housing, and then the Ministry of RR is has demanded for the rural housing. As far as we are in the Ministry of Works and Housing is concerned, we have done our best in the area of constructing urban houses. As you know, that the 500 housing is ready for commissioning by the President, and then the metro housing is also ready, and so also others are about to take place. Especially, we have a proposed construction of 600 housing in Gubio. We have 200 housing. We have 200 houses to be constructed in Magumeri, be 100 housing and Howell 100 housing, and therefore others are also coming off.
Yes, we have housing projects. The first one, as we witnessed yesterday, went there. You've seen the metro housing estate, where about 12 blocks of 3-bedroom houses are there that will house about 72 families. So the project has been awarded to our local contractors, and if you can see, they have executed it excellently, and most of them, or I can say it has been completed 100%. It is also waiting for commissioning. The other aspect of the housing is the 500 housing unit. 500 housing units is also completed almost 100%, except for minor fittings and some plumbing works that are going. Hopefully by the end of this week, they are they are going to be over too.
Construction of road and drainage networks, expansion and rehabilitation of the existing ones are on the top list of the present administration urban renewal drive. Recently, the contract for the dualization of 3 major routes within the metropolis has been awarded to the Annene Nigeria Limited to the tune of 10.9 billion naira. The dualization of the 3 major routes includes 3.5 km Shehu Umar Garbe Busari roads, starting from Sheu's roundabout linking to Baga Road at Mechanical Workshop, while the second route measuring 2.4 km from Monde Market to Budum roundabout up to Kofabu, and third one is 1.5 km Sultan Memalari Road from Idrissa Kadi Junction to Sakashim Ibrahim Road through Budum roundabout. Engineer Mustafa Gubio speaks further on the project.
As you know, government is over the years investing heavily on massive investment on infrastructure for urban renewal. We have the Sultan Memanari Road, which is about 1.1 kilometer. Just yesterday we have gone around, you have seen it. We have also Shehu Sandakura Road, 3.4 kilometers. We have Shehu Omar Gomoy Road, 3.5 kilometers. We have a lot of roads spread across the state. We have Simari, 11 roads, different roads, which is about 5.1 kilometers. We have also in Polo, which is about 1.7 kilometers. We have in Umarari, about 5 kilometers. Some of these roads are already completed, some of them are ongoing, and some of them are already on completion stage.
We have dualization of 3 selected roads within Maiduguri Metropolitan, that's Shehu Sandakura, Shehu Umar Garbe Road, to link Bagwa Road at the State Mechanical Workshop, and we have Sultan Memanari that starts from the Idrissa Kadi Junction to Budum roundabout to Budum, and then to link what you call it psychiatric at the Ahmad Bello Junction.
Engineer Babakura Shetima is the principal resident engineer of the 3 major roads in the metropolis. He emphasized that the aim of the project is to decongest the roads and beautify the city, and so far, the work has reached advanced stage of completion, adding that team of engineers from the ministry and consultants are on ground to ensure that all necessary procedures for supervision and other technical advice for guidance are adequately observed in adherence to strict contract specifications.
Yes, this project involves the client, consultants, and the contractors. The contract was awarded to Dendeni Nigeria Limited at a cost of 10.9 billion naira. And the project, which was brought up by His Excellency on the 13th of December 2023, which is expected to be completed on August 20th August 2024. So for Shehu Umar Garbai, that is from Shehu's roundabout to Songhai, that is Shehu Umar Garbai, Borsari, Songhai Road. It's 3.5 kilometers. So, and for Sultan Memalari Road, that is from Idrissa Kadi Junction to Sakashim Ibrahim Road, which is 1.5 kilometers. And from Monde Market roundabout to Kofabu, that is 2.4 kilometers. Duration for the project is 9 months, and we have so far associated about 4 months. So the percentage of work so far is 40%. The main aim of the dualization is to reduce congestion. That's the main aim. Yes, and to expand and also to beautify the city. These are the 3 main reasons for the dualization of the 3 major roads within the Maiduguri Metropolitan Council.
Simari Road and Drainage Network is another ongoing project under the Ministry of Works and Housing. According to the principal resident engineer of the project, Engineer Bacha Bukar, the 5.21 kilometer of 11 roads and drainage networks has made some progress.
It's a comprised of road and drainage, including outfall. Yes, our road network is 5.12 kilometer. Then the drainage is almost, including the outfall, is 11.23 kilometer. including the outfall. So far, as you can see now, this place is a waterlogged area. As you can see, we have 11 number of roads. Then this project has been flagged up on 23rd October 2023, and it's a one-year project. By mere looking, we want to finish all our drainage network due to one or two things. Because this place is a waterlogged area, we want to finish all the road network, drainage network completely. Maybe even the rain comes down, we have enough space to work because of this framework. Just by mere looking, and if we go to the site, if we can see the quality of the work, everybody, even Governor, His Excellency is used to come here and visit the work in the night. He recommended the work so far. It's the best work. We have no compromise in any work.
Recently, Borno State government awarded the contract for another project, the Maiduguri Ring Road. The state government, under the leadership of Professor Babagana Umar ZULUM, has recently flagged off the construction of 113 kilometers ring road and expected to be completed before the end of the present administration.
The ring road is a mighty and gigantic project. It is a project which is estimated to be completed between now and many years to come, because we are sure, inshallah, His Excellency, before the end of his tenure, will complete. That is about in 3 years' time, we will complete it. It's a circumference road around Maiduguri town and Jere. We have started the first phase, which is about 16 kilometers, starting from Auno, stretching across Chobol to terminate at Tungushe in Mongono Road. So already work has already begun. As you have seen yesterday, the day before yesterday, His Excellency has already flagged off the work. Inshallah, we are progressing.
In fact, the total length of the ring road is about 113 kilometers. But so far, the first phase of the project has started. That's about 16.547 kilometers. That's starting from Auno to link Gubio Road, then and stopped at the Maiduguri Bagar near near Champal.
Accordingly, similar road and drainage network construction are also going on at the local government levels across the states. Notable among them are Askira Township roads, Chibok Mbalala among others. Engineer Mustafa Gabio gave an overview on the ongoing project at local government levels.
We have a lot of projects taking place across the local government areas. We have township roads, we have roads that are linking villages between one village to the other. We have township road in Askira Oba, which is about 6.5 kilometers, already about to be completed. We have the road between Dambua and Chibok, just 2 kilometers remain to be completed. We have road in Briel, we have in Bhutan, separate across the state. We are also proposing to construct some road in northern Borno. Infrastructure is the backbone of development, and massive investment in infrastructure, it requires spending a lot of money. As you in the media all know that government is spending a lot of money investing in this area to see that development is brought to the state, unemployment is reduced, insecurity is reduced, and then inshallah the journey so far is so good.
The Works and Housing Commissioner, Engineer Mustafa Gabio, and other principal officers of the Ministry of Works extolled the leadership qualities of Governor Babagana Umar ZULUM and how he is transforming the state in all ramifications, adding that his leadership style is one that can hardly be found elsewhere.
His Excellency, there's nothing we can say about him. He is a person that is having civil at heart. We all know that we know what has happened to the state. He became a governor of the state when the state was completely destroyed by the activities of Boko Haram, and the reconstruction activities have massively taken place in the state. The resettlement have taken place, and he's also trying to resettle some of the remaining villages and towns that are not resettled. Therefore, His Excellency, it's good to see that he brings development to the state. He's a person that I describe as a complete gentleman.
In fact, Governor Zulum cannot be compared with any other governor. Like it or not, everybody knows that. When it comes to road infrastructure, he's there. Schools is there, water is there. Look at, immediately when he comes from Saudi Arabia, when he heard of scarcity of water, he went there personally, going around and see what is the bottleneck, what is happening, that this scarcity is coming. As immediately he directed that all the illegal dams that were constructed at that area has to be disconnected, so that people would get water as when due. Yes. Secondly, in terms of road infrastructure, I can tell you this, that there is no any other governor that could. At times, these people are working. They know, he knows that their payment is, they are due for payment, but waiting for some other touches in order to submit their certificate. But this guy will call and say, what is happening? Yeah, they are okay. Immediately they bring their certificate. The next week they will see their payment. So you hardly see a governor doing such what you call the gesture to his contractor.
Engineer Professor Babagana Omara Zulum, for me, I'm so lucky to work with him, and I'm so lucky to be given my field. He has given me essay works. People might think, why a female essay works? But he knows why he did that, and we've been on his project since 2019. From one project to another, custom flyover to dualization of Amadou Bello Way to Borno Express flyover, and now to the third flyover as well. He's a man of integrity. If you're working with him, you have to have your moral and integrity intact, so that whatever you're doing, you do it with one mind, and you make sure all is done. You look at the masses. He does everything, that will touch the lives of the masses. We are just from Ganze, reaching out to these people. I that was at Ganze that day, I felt very, very satisfied, with the trip, because I reached out to these people. It's the government that gave these items, but I gave it personally with my hands, and I saw the gratitude these masses have. They said gratitude is not only a virtue, but it's the mother of all virtues. And these masses are grateful. They've prayed for him. And what I will say to the people of Borno State is that he has 3 years to go. Let us continue praying for him, for the successes of all these promises he has made. When you give or you take promises, the best thing is to, abide by these promises and see that you've done it. So let's pray for him. Let's pray for security. He needs this security. This security issue has to be overcome for him to continue even at the local government. He's doing very well at the local government, but then we need security for some of these projects that we want to do even at the local government to succeed. And he's a man that is focused. First and foremost, if you don't have focus, you cannot work. Because you don't have what are you planning to do? What are you going to do? How are you going to execute it? So he's somebody that is focused, and he makes sure whatever he intends to do is done well.
Under 5 years of His Excellency, all I can say is that he has done more than expected so far. So for this project, if you look at the faces of the people around this area, and in fact, the contractor, the client, and everything is moving on smoothly.
Within 1 year of our admirable and able Excellency Engineer Professor Babagana Omara Zulum, within his 1 year, as you can see, he flagged up about 2 flyovers at the same time. Then 2, I think it's 3 road and drainage network within Simari, almost 5.2 kilometers. Then we have Kofan Shehu to workshop, this Avanosef workshop, then from Kaswan Modern Market to Butum.
Some of the community members put their minds on the impact of this project in their communities.
Alhamdulillah, zo askanyara gwamnati baba gara umara zulumero zo askanyara kawun ya fi jizira dalin zuru kan bosoron lingiri isha jiyari bizu koja awa fallan diyaro jiyari leyan koji do salama no kan diye luyan ba amma kuma ngo alhamdulillah kuma de kazido shon da yana mare an jero haftanzu afunzu ala ya suduna Allah na arin ala barasu ke lain dere boss do yerndi yer yakne kala lay ku Thailand sawla boss kun bari min baro wollo no direba ne kala bi len do go barasu go na ala jero ajan rato andero kasare jero ala kasare asra ada ne gumnaye lain diara ya sare zoro shi ba sai zo har karon ne kaje
aikin na ya dace kuma yayi kyau kuma ya samu zama yayi daidai kuma mun gode a gwamna da ya mana wannan aiki kuma ya kama da kammala sauran matuka da an ga dawo gobe le zana fara ya lana gobe da rima mai gobe a wurin na sama kuran da fara zaura cida da nafta su wanda na kuran da da ta arero wajen matumani ne don yi su arero le da fara kono ala maram ji bone daraman ba uruci da zaura sana kala kiran zain in kira dangala suna cira sauri fiza sama kalkallo cira da sannan alhamdulillah ala askan yana
Allah sai dai godiya ga Allah kawai abinda zamu ce masa dan tunda muka zo angon nan muna shan wahala ba karamin wahala ba ta bangaren ruwa amma gashi mun samu magudanan ruwa mun samu hanya sai dai mu ce masa Allah ya saka mai da alheri idan gwamnati da yawa da suka shude ba mu samu haka ba sai a zamanin sa sai mu ce masa Allah ya saka mai da alheri Allah ya mika mana shi gaba